Hello, everyone. You might be able to tell we're going to be playing an old as shit game today. I love this game. This is a game that I played an absolute ton as a kid, and I've had a hankering to play it again recently. And I figured, you know what? If I'm going to play it, I'm going to just record the whole thing, bring it along, so you guys can see this as well. Now, I did just remember that my keyboard does not have arrow keys because I'm on a 60% keyboard. So this might be a little bit of a problem. However, I think I can get around it. I just have to be cognizant of it. So, this is the Mattel Hot Wheels Stunt Track Driver with this kickin' music. Like I said, I played this a lot as a kid. Windows 95 was our first family computer. And so as a result, we could play... this was like, for me, peak gaming. 3 different modes. You have your individual... You can choose an individual track. The house, the bedroom, the attic, and then the backyard. You have the create a track. So you can actually create your own stunt tracks and whatnot in this game. But we're going to go through and do the... I guess you can call it the campaign or the main mode, if you will. It'll go through each of these in succession for us to just play every level, basically. So let's get into that. And we have a choice of 3 different vehicles. We have this really interesting, like, double rear-axled tow truck ute thing. We have a really kickin' hot rod. And we have the speed car. I think we're going to use the speed car because that's what we see in the main menu and the like the little graphics on the menu, or this car. So let's go and do that car. We can get quite a few others out with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 additional vehicles. So depending on how we do and how fast we do, you get a rating at the end of each level. So we'll see how we do. But let's see. We got... I don't remember how to play this. Oh, it's also like pre-rendered, and it feels very weird, I'll be honest. But you can get speed boosts, and it is absolutely awesome. Because the track itself doesn't really exist. Oh, 2 spins. Alright, look at that. We are so good. And you can actually crash your car. So, like that. I was about to say, we crashed, unfortunately, because I was holding the turn too much. So you can crash on obstacles on the road. And this is 1990s Hot Wheels, so there's like all this blue and orange track and whatnot. And a dog! But yeah, so this is one of those games that it has some jank. It definitely has some jank. And you can... you can even drive back. I was going to try to do the backwards driving, but we can do that here. So let's... So if you drive backwards, it actually kind of reverses your controls. Also, we're not going to be able to finish this. God, oh, crap. Oh, this isn't good. We literally have 3 seconds to get through the rest of this track. We're going to have to do this again. Ah, boo. Oh no, look at those, so many crashes. Oh lord. Okay. Oh, we have to, okay, so we actually have to do the actual full course. Okay. Okay. That's fine, we got this, we can do this. So, yeah, it's one of those, if you crash too much, like I did, you will fail. At the bottom center, you have your speedometer. It goes from colors to oranges and reds to blinking oranges and reds. Oh, come on! That was perfect landing! Ah. That was dumb. Whatever. I should have got... that should have been a perfect spin and whatnot, and I should have gotten a lot of points for it. But, whatever. Bark, 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 bark. But yeah, so depending on how you do with different tracks and whatnot, you will get different prizes, different vehicles. I believe the first one that we will get, if I remember correctly, is it's an orange. We actually saw it crashed on the side of the track earlier. It's like a Model T-esque looking kind of thing with orange and an open motor and whatnot, so... Whoa! Okay. Wasn't expecting that to work, but that went a lot faster than I was expecting. Cool, cool. And we got 3 seconds. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. No, 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 no. Come on. I'm literally right there. You son of a bitch. Crap. Okay. I gotta do it again. We're gonna stick with the car, because it's fine. I just need to not suck. So, third time lucky, I suppose. Straightaways, you can just literally have it just go straight, and it'll be fast. See? Perfect. And look at that. Super speed! Fireworks coming out of our wing mirrors or whatever, our side windows. But yeah, you sent... Oh, shit. That car we just passed is the one that I'm thinking of that we get first. But, yeah, so you get a speed boost and extra points for doing tricks and whatnot. And so every time there's that little ding, there's a trick being done. Doesn't necessarily mean that a trick has to be done. So like that, it's a simple little spin, no big deal. But that still counts as a little... Okay. I thought I was further to the left than I was, but whatever. But we should have enough time. We're about 3 seconds, 4 seconds ahead of where we were last time. But, yeah, it's one of those... I remember reading a video of someone else playing this game. It was just kind of like this, but without commentary. Someone apparently had worked on the game, commented, and was saying that when we jumped over the fishbowl in the kitchen, that was supposed to be a boiling pot of water. But it was considered too much, I would say, or what they would say. So, like, little behind-the-scenes stuff like that's pretty cool, I think. But we finally beat it. And look at that, we got a 114, and we can move on to the next level, the bedroom. And we got the... What the fuck is that? Was that supposed to be like fireworks or something? That was a little weird. But we got this orange hot rod with... Oh, it's double-engined. Oh, hell yeah, we're using that. That thing's cool. So, as you might be able to tell, this is very peak 90s... Shit. Well, that's unfortunate. First jump out of the gate and I crashed. Oh. So this is very peak 90s where it's pretty much all FMV. This is an entirely FMV game that if you just took the car, all it would be is, oh, that actually worked. It's super simple. It's a super simple game. And I love that that's what they did with this, instead of it being like full 3D, because, okay, you gotta remember, computers in that time did not have the graphics capabilities to do that. Also, kid with his own bathroom, that's crazy. Oh! I forgot there was a robot that released race cars. Okay, we got 6 seconds. We're good. We got it. We got enough time. Whoa! Okay. But yeah, I love how it's all pre-rendered. It's all real, like... It's that 90s jank, but it feels so good to play. Alright, so we got a 101. What do we got is the next course? Oh, we got a new car. This purple one, I kind of like... I like the orange one, though. It has much better speed and engine stats. The turning is not great, but the purple one's worse. So I'm thinking I'm going to stick with the double-engined ridiculousness that this is. Oh, we're in the greenhouse. Okay. Cool. I forgot about... I kind of remember this level. I remember the ending. But, man, I remember when I played this first, it was like, I wish I could win a contest so I could get a bunch of Hot Wheels tracks and cars and stuff, because as a boy in the 90s, this was like peak cool. Like, this was the cool thing. I think I even had a hat, like a ball cap that had Hot Wheels embroidered on it that I really liked. Oh, Jesus. So... Oh, come on, that was close. I should have gotten that. Oh, well. But, yeah, so this was like... Ooh, this is the best thing ever. I would love to do this. Granted, this person's house is also fucking ridiculous. Like, this is... Okay, we're gonna have a greenhouse... And there, I don't want to spoil it. There's another level later on that we don't have access to yet. But it's like this family is very well-to-do. Let's put it that way. And look at that, eaten by a Venus flytrap. One crash, so we're not too bad, but could have been better. I was only a second off of getting the silver medal, which is cool. But anyway, let's go to the attic. We got another car. It looks like another speed-based car, and this one seems pretty well-balanced, all things considered. I actually think I'm going to probably use this, because it has similar engine, a little bit worse for the speed, but the handling looks better, so I'm going to go ahead and use that instead. Oh boy, this is, whoa, hey, yo. Now, a lot of these I'm trying to remember how this... How did I even crash? What the hell? So, I'm trying to remember how a lot of these tracks go. A mouse! Man, you're gonna get like some kind of rat disease. And that cat is doing absolutely nothing. It's worrying too much about my little stunt car on my stunt track. And so, like I said, this was like peak Hot Wheels in the 90s. They had all of these pieces. You could buy this and do all of this. Well, I mean, short of like... Whoa! Why could I not flip? Okay, that was weird. 10 seconds. I don't know if I'm gonna get this. I've already crashed twice. But, nope. Damn it. Oh, can O-paint. Alright, we're gonna have to try this again. Oh, we gotta do the whole thing? Oh, shit. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna quickly go through all of this again real fast. And I'll come back at you when I get back to the attic and we'll do that level again, so... yeah, I'll do this real fast. And we'll see where we're at for the next attic run, so we'll be right back. Alright, welcome back everyone. So, I did much better on the previous 3 tracks when I'm going through this again. One thing I didn't mention is, I started mentioning it, where like you can buy all of the items, like all of the pieces in the tracks here. Going through this, I remember... Are you serious? That's the same thing that happened last time. I'm hoping I don't fuck this up this time. But I remember having the volcano piece, and it being a part of the tracks that I used to make as a kid, because I had Hot Wheels as a guy, as a kid in the 90s, like, a lot of the times you had them, and even if you didn't have, like, Hot Wheels specifically, there was always the Matchbox, which more or less worked on Hot Wheels tracks. Sometimes the really oddball ones would be a little temperamental, but, you know, still. All right, 10 seconds. Can we get this? I have a sneaking suspicion I'm gonna fail. Oh, thank God. Okay, we got it. We're good. Excuse? Don't know how that worked, but we got the stopwatches. I don't know what this means. I'll put a little notification in post about what the stopwatches are. But the little car doing the loop-de-loop, the man with the golden gun slide whistle stunt, is the number of tricks that you do during the entire thing. So every ding you hear is a little steering wheel that turns into a big steering wheel. And obviously the crash symbol of how many times you fucked up. So, yeah. But now we made it outside and we got a new car, the Formula 1 car, it looks like, which I don't want to use. I'm going to keep using this one. This one's better. So, it even has, they have a goddamn Hot Wheels hot air balloon. That's not Hot Wheels, that's hot air. Come on. But I think I remember playing this one this level specifically quite a bit. Because it's like, alright, being able to build a Hot Wheels track outside was always pretty cool. It's like, alright, you can... I mean, yeah, sure, using it on a ladder is a little janky. I'm not a fan of ladders myself, but... Why? Why did you do this, game? 90s jank, I accept the 90s jank, but the 90s jank can sometimes be a little frustrating. But yeah, so like I said, I played this level a lot as a kid. I think it's probably one of my favorites out of the entire game. Just because you get a lot of variety. And it's also a lot more colorful. You're outside, you can see all the greens and whatnot. The track is blue and yellow, because every track has a different theme, obviously, so it's like going through and seeing what the different track colors and stuff are was pretty cool. Oh, but man, I forgot this music. It's not, I'll be honest, it's not super memorable, but it fits the vibe, I guess you could say, because this is very beach rock-esque, like generic beach rock, but sure, we're not at the beach, but there's sand, so it's close enough. Oh gosh, we got 3 seconds. No, don't tell me I'm gonna have to do this again. Motherfucker! This one was tight. Okay. Stand by. All right, I just did the attic again. I didn't screw up the first turn like I did every other time. We're back to outdoors in the beach level. I remember why I had to play this one so much now, given the tight time constraint of the last attempt of this level I've done. I think if you do tricks, it helps and slows the clock down, or at least it helps your speed, that's for sure. So, I think they do have a benefit if you want to risk it. It's a high risk, high reward kind of thing. But it can go really wrong if you don't time your tricks right. But, there we go. Also, like I said, not having arrow keys on your keyboard does make it a little awkward, because I'm doing like a function row kind of thing where it's just trying to remember and use my right hand, which isn't really geared for like arrow keys anymore, unfortunately. So, but yeah, look at that. We're 30 seconds away from goal, and we are making some good speed. So let's hope we can actually get through this. I don't want to have to go through all of those again. All right, 20 seconds. Last time I was less than 5 seconds at this point. So I made it further, but... Oh, there we go. Okay, good. Into the bucket of sand. And we got gold somehow. Don't ask me how I did that. And also right on the exact time I needed, but whatever. Alright, we got the final level. This is probably my second favorite level, or depending on how I'm feeling, first favorite level. It is the... Oh, and we got a yellow car. Ooh, okay. So the... I might use the new one. I'm gonna use the yellow car. It's about equal in terms of overall compared to the purple, but I like the yellow one stats a little bit better. So let's see what happens. This is the casino. This is what I was meaning earlier when I said this family is really fucking well off. When you have a downstairs game room with black lights and everything, it's yeah. And a pool table that you can get into to put Hot Wheels tracks in. But yeah, we it's like, wow, look at, and they got arcade machines and pinball and a jukebox. Yeah, they got fucking money, man. That's why I don't. It says in the, I think it says in the manual that it's a contest winner. What? How? Why? What the fuck, man? Oh my god, there's no way. Am I not going to be able to beat this? 5 seconds to get around this corner. No! It's literally right there, man! I'm not... I'll do it again. Man, this is harder than I remember it being, like, for a kid's game. Anyway, I'll cut, and I'll be right back when I get to the final level again, and we'll probably wrap it up there, because yeah. All right, I did it again. Let's try this final level one last time. If I fail it, then I fail it, and I'm not doing it a third time because it takes so much to get back here. 51 seconds, so let's not risk any maneuvers that I don't have to do. I barely spun, but okay, whatever. So when I was mentioning earlier, this was like a fun game to play back in the 90s. You also got to remember that this game came out in the era of the first Toy Story. So seeing Toy Story, especially like the scene in Sid's backyard with the sandbox and whatnot, and then this game, especially with the outdoor scene where again there's a sandbox as a central point of focus. It's like you'd think, oh my god, I'm living in Toy Story world, because you're playing at the perspective of the car, not as a person. So it had that very similar kind of feel to it, you know? Also, look at that, 50 seconds, woo! I don't know how you can get 58 seconds, but I'm assuming it's the more tricks you do, the more time you add, so that kind of supports that theory. But look at that, Hot Wheels, Stunt Track Driver. We went through all of the tracks, finally, and though we didn't unlock all of the cars, which there's probably ways to get the other cars that I just don't remember, I have a lot of fun with this game. It is frustrating because it is old game hard, especially if you're, and you gotta remember, this is a game for kids, so it's designed to be a little bit more difficult and just be like, oh my god, this is really good. I gotta keep trying, I gotta keep trying, gotta keep trying, gotta keep trying. And I don't know, I feel like it would be nice to have additional levels. There probably is. I've never unlocked them, but look at that. We got through all 6 levels that I have access to, and we can play any of them that we want, and we can choose any of the cars. There are still 4 cars that we have not unlocked. I believe one of them is a certain number of tricks, and there's other categories. I'm going to put a quick thing on the screen, just kind of an overview of what the different unlock criteria is, but I had a good time. I hope you all did as well. It's a little one-off thing just because I've been feeling nostalgic for this game, so I thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you all in whatever comes up next whenever I post this. So thank you all very much. It'll probably be Sunday the 23rd. But hey, whatever. I thank you all again very much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Question for anyone is, what old PC game like this era, if that's what you grew up with, do you miss? Or even any era. If you grew up with playing a PC game from the late 2010s or whatever, love to hear about it. You're a little young for my channel because I usually focus on retro stuff, but I'm not, you know, gonna say, hey, don't answer the question. But whenever you grew up, what game do you remember playing the most that gives you a really good nostalgia feel that you might want to go back to now and again? Love to read them down in the comments. So again, thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you next time. Have a good one.